Over the years, I have taught a lot of business and management principles and practices. I have received a lot of business advice and I've also given a lot of business advice. But what are the 10 best business advice I have received? Let's talk about it in this video. Hi guys, welcome to the Smiling Professor. My name is Wakala, and today in this video, we're going to discuss the 10 best business advice for entrepreneurs.
Stay tuned, the Smiling Professor. We'll be right back.
Welcome back again, guys. So before we go to discuss the topic of today, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who subscribes to my channel so far and has taken time out to comment on my videos. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, please take the time out to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red button below. So now let's just go straight into the video. The first advice we're going to talk about today is to succeed in business, you have to be solving a problem. So for you to succeed as an entrepreneur, you have to identify a problem and create your business as a solution to that problem. Let's take an example. So Jeff Bezos, who is the founder of Amazon, discovered that people wanted things delivered to their doorstep. People want to sit in their house and get whatever items they need delivered to them. So he was able to become the richest man in the world right now, according to Forbes, because he created a medium for people to achieve this. So he solved a problem. Let's take another example. Let's use Mark Zuckerberg. So he created a platform where people can build relationships. I know that he's been in the media for some not so good ethical practices, but let's just go back to when he started it and the reason for him starting it. He started Facebook to able to get people to build connections. So people were living in different places and living in different locations, but they couldn't stay connected to their friends in the long run. And Facebook was one of the platforms that created the ease of staying connected to your family and your friends. I know these are really successful entrepreneurs, but you can learn from them. You can learn to solve problems and create a business that is centered around solving customers' problems. I always use this example of when I started a business during my undergraduate degree of making and delivering cakes in my hostel, because I realized that the nearest place where people could get cakes and buy cakes was really far from our campus. So I decided to solve a problem of making cakes in the hostel, and people really patronized me, and my business did well at the time because it was really convenient for people to get the pastry products they needed from me. If you've heard me use this example a lot of times, please let me know down in the comment section below. The next advice is make sure you're focusing on your product. You have to make sure that you're focusing on the packaging of your product, the quality of your product, and how you're presenting your product to your customers. A lot of big companies spend a lot of money researching on product quality, product presentation, because the aim is to produce the best product that your customers will like. Make sure whatever product you're selling, you're presenting it in the best way you can. You're taking care of the packaging. You're not wrapping it in something that is dirty, that doesn't look neat. If it's services you're providing, you have to make sure that your service or your workers are presented in a good way that presents your company in a good light. You can't have service providers who are rude, who are not looking properly dressed, who are not looking neat. So you have to make sure that you're focusing on your products and the quality of the products you're presenting to your customers, because this will determine your success. The next advice is make sure you're obsessed with meeting your customers' needs. So your customers' needs should be the first thing on your mind, and you should be creating strategies that would help you meet their needs. Ensure that you're building good relationship with your customers. You are treating them in a way that will make them return customers. You are taking care of their needs. You're listening to them, because customers most of the times tell you the problems they're experiencing and what they would like. Make sure that you're effecting this, because satisfying your customers is the only thing that's going to keep you in business. So this should be your number one priority. The next advice is, if you intend to be in business for a long time, make sure you create a brand. So make sure you have something that distinguishes you from everybody in your industry, something that makes you stand out, your mission, your vision, what you intend to deliver, what's going to make you stand out from every other person in your industry. So what are you trying to tell your customer? So what's going to make you stand out from every other person in your industry? So let's take Apple as an example. So Apple as a company has been able to distinguish themselves and give their customers confidence that they are special and they produce the best product. So have you ever met someone who is using an Apple product? They have this sense of pride and this sense of confidence, and you go like, what product do you use? They're like, oh, I use an Apple product. There's this confidence they have because Apple has been able to distinguish themselves from every other electronic provider in the industry and tell their customers in a subtle way that they are different from everyone else. If you have an Apple product, you're standing out from everyone else. If you actually use an Apple product and you're watching this video right now, please let me know down in the comment section below. Another amazing business advice is, as an entrepreneur, make sure you're focusing on profit instead of revenue. You hear a lot of people say, oh, I made this amount of money over a period of time, and sometimes they're talking about their revenue, the total money they made over a period of time. For example, the total money they made over a month, over a year, over 6 months. But what you should be focusing on is your profit. How much have you actually gained? So when you subtract your total revenue from your operating cost, what is the money that you have gained? What is your profit? Because that's what is important. You can be making a lot of money in terms of your revenue, but you're spending it all on your operating costs and you're making no profits for yourself. So you're gaining lots of money, yes, but you're spending it on operating costs. So make sure that the figure you're focusing on is actually your profit, what you are gaining, what is your business making after subtracting the operating costs. The next business advice we're going to talk about today is make sure you hire the right people in your company or in your business, because the right employees can either make or break your business. If you hire the wrong people, they are not going to allow your business to succeed, because they could be rude to customers, they could not understand the basic business and management processes that you have implemented in your business. So make sure that you take your time to hire the right people that are suited to your business. I made a whole video on this, and I'm going to put the link to the video down below if you would like to learn more on this point. And this leads perfectly to the next point. As much as your customers' needs are your primary focus, you should never neglect your employees' health and well-being. You have to make sure that they are properly trained, that they are in good health, and you're taking care of their well-being. You're not overworking your staff, you're not keeping them late, you're not keeping them from their family. As an employer or as an entrepreneur, you have to understand work-life balance, because if you overwork your staff, you won't get the best from them. They might fall ill, there might be some absenteeism problem, and you might not get the best from them in general. So make sure that you're paying attention to your employees' health and well-being, because this is also very important. The next advice is, no matter the size of your business, make sure that you're building a good organizational culture. So you're building cultures based on values, norms, and beliefs that is positive to everyone's behavior within the organization, because this affects your employees' behavior. So how do people interact with each other? Is there a very hostile environment where people cannot communicate, where people cannot share ideas, people are not allowed to innovate? You have to make sure that you're building a positive organizational culture where people can communicate within each other, knowledge can flow within the organization, people can share their ideas, people can come up with creative ways, your employees can come up with creative ways to help your business. So you have to ensure, as an employer or as an entrepreneur, you're creating a good organizational culture, because if you create a good environment for your employees, your business will strive. Another very valuable business lesson that will be good for entrepreneurs is you have to ensure that you are learning and adapting quickly. So you have to make sure that you're moving with the times. An example of this is, with the onset of the internet, a lot of shops moved their services online, and for the shops that didn't move their services online, they're struggling now, because most people like to get their goods delivered. They like the convenience of being able to shop from the comfort of their homes and the comfort of their houses, and the shops that didn't adapt quickly to provide an online service are really struggling now. So as a business owner, you should be able to learn and adapt quickly. The last advice is, just do it as Nike will say. So stop procrastinating, stop being in your head, stop overthinking it. Just start the business already. I know a lot of people want to make sure that whatever business they start to be successful. If you do all your analysis, you do your SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your potential business, you do your personal analysis, the different external factors that would affect your business, you do a lot of analysis, and you make sure that you have a good business plan, good business idea. I think it's time you just go ahead and do the business, because you are going to learn as you go along. I'll give you an example. When I started this YouTube channel, if you watch my old videos, they weren't this nice. I was really robotic. I was like because I didn't know what to do, but over time I learned. So just go ahead and do it. You're going to learn from your mistakes and you're going to grow within your business. So with all the advice, you just have to ensure that you have done your proper analysis, you have done your homework, you understand the theory, you understand the practical aspects of business, and you can go ahead and start your business. Please, if you're watching this video to this point, I would like to say thank you so much. Please let me know the best business advice you've received down in the comment section below. I would like to read the best business advice you actually received, or the best business advice you think I have spoken about today. I want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel so far and has taken time out to comment on my videos. Thank you so much for the support. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, please take the time out to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red button below. Also, don't forget to like and share my videos and click the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Thanks guys, see you next week. Bye guys.